Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the lecture number 3 of H parameter chapter 5 of ECA subject. Okay, so in the previous lecture we have discussed the H parameter of two-port network. We have obtained the H parameter of two-port network, which is H11, H21, H12 and H22. Okay, so these four parameters we have derived and we have drawn the equivalent circuit of two-port network, and which is equivalent to H parameter model. Okay, now today we are going to discuss the H parameter equivalent model of transistor. Okay, so we can represent our H parameter equivalent model of transistor. Okay, so we have summarized and write this equation here, which is V1 equals to H11 I1 plus H12 V2, equation number 1, and equation number 2, that is I2 is equal to H21 I1 plus H22 V2. Okay, and for summary, I have written here the name of each parameter. We have derived that what is the meaning of H11. It was input impedance. H12, that is reverse voltage gain. H21, which is forward current gain, and H22, which is output admittance. We have derived it. Now we are going to draw equivalent H parameter model of a transistor. Okay, so right now we are representing the parameter name with some different name for which is related to transistor parameters. Okay, so now H11 is input impedance. So we will rederive this particular two equation into new format. Here we have taken V1, V2, I1 and I2 in a small letters, because we are right now dealing with the AC quantities. Okay, V1, I1, V2, I2, which is AC. Now H parameter model basically we required for AC analysis of the transistor. Okay, so now we are dealing with the AC. So all these four parameter V1, I1, V2 and I2 is now in a small letter. Okay, so V1 is equal to H11. We are giving a new name to H11, which is nothing but the input impedance. So we will write, instead of H11 we will write HI, which I indicates input impedance. Okay, HI into I1 plus H12. So H12 was the reverse voltage gain. Okay, so we will write, instead of H12 we will write HR. Okay, V2. This will be our equation number 3. Now I2 is equal to H21. So H21 is the forward current gain. Okay, so we will write, instead of H21 we will write HF. This is indicating forward current gain. So I1 plus H22. So H22 will be the output admittance. Okay, so instead of H22 we will write HO. Okay, V2. So this will be the new name of all four H parameters. Now we are proceed towards the drawing of the transistor equivalent model from this equation number 3 and equation number 4. Okay, now something detail we have to understand, that this equation is totally indicating that it is a KVL equation, Kirchhoff's voltage law. Okay, so how? So we have to understand it. So here it is voltage V1, so its unit is voltage V. Okay, is equal to HI into I1. So now what is HI? HI is the input impedance. So impedance is nothing but the V by I, and if we multiply with the I, then the unit of this term will become voltage, plus here HR into V2. So what is the HR? It is nothing but the reverse voltage gain. It is V1 by V2. Okay, so V1 by V2 is the value of HR, and if we multiply, it is a unitless quantity. If we multiply it with the voltage V2, then this unitless quantity will become the voltage. So as we are knowing that the equation of KVL is nothing but the sum of all voltage drop is equal to sum of all the voltage sources applied to the loop. Okay, so V is equal to V plus V. That means it is a completely the equation of KVL. So if this is the equation of KVL, then we will rewrite this equation like this: V1 minus HI into I1 plus minus HR into V2 equals to 0. Okay, now we will draw the circuit for this KVL equation. So if I will draw the circuit, then V1 is nothing but the voltage source which is applied, and we will follow the direction of current is clockwise direction. Then the polarity will become this. This is the plus and minus V1. So it is the voltage source which is positive, plus this is impedance HI, and current flowing through this particular loop is nothing but the I1. Okay, and there is a HI which is nothing but the impedance. So we will draw the symbol of resistor and write HI. Okay, and this is nothing but the dependent voltage source. So we can draw like this. This is a dependent voltage source symbol. Polarity is important, plus minus, and it is a AC dependent source. So we will draw the symbol like this. The value or the magnitude of dependent voltage source is HR into V2. Okay, so this is the equivalent circuit of the equation number 3. Now if we discuss this particular equation number 4, then it is clearly indicating this is a KCL equation. Okay, so how? This is current I2. Okay, so its unit is ampere. Okay, now HF. What is the HF? That is nothing but the forward current gain. The equation of H21 was the I2 by I1. So it is I2 by I1, unitless quantity, and if we multiply with I1, that means its unit is ampere. So the whole quantity, the unit of whole quantity will become the ampere, plus HO into V2. So what is HO? That is H22, that is output admittance. So admittance, the equation of admittance is I by V. Okay, I2 by V2. Okay, so it is nothing but its unit is the inverse of resistance or ohms, mho. Okay, so if we multiply mho with the voltage, then the unit of this quantity will become the ampere. So now all these three quantity will be in the ampere. So it indicates the equation of KCL, sum of all current which is entering to the junction is equal to sum of all current which is leaving the junction. So this is fulfilling the KCL equation. So now we will draw this particular equation number 4 into KCL equivalent circuit. So if I will draw here, current flowing is I2, further which is divided into two branch. Okay, so first is this one, this is the dependent current source. Okay, so one current is flowing as a dependent current source. We can draw a dependent current source like this, and its unit is nothing but the HF into I1. Okay, and the second branch is nothing but the HO into V2. Okay, so this is another current flowing through this particular direction, which having a admittance of HO, and the voltage V2, that is nothing but the voltage applied to this terminal is V2. Okay, so this is a equivalent circuit we have obtained from equation number 3, and this is the circuit which is KCL equivalent, and we have obtained from the equation number 4. Okay, this one. Now if we combine both the circuit, then we can achieve a equivalent circuit, complete equivalent circuit. So let us draw it. This is a voltage source, dependent. Here we are applying voltage V1. This is HI. This is current, I1. Okay, now this is dependent current source. This is a admittance HO, and the current flowing is nothing but the I2, and value of this is nothing but the HF into I1. The value of this dependent voltage source is nothing but the HR into V2. Okay, here the voltage applied is V2. So now you can see this is a complete equivalent circuit of transistor. So we can represent our transistor to the equivalent model, H parameter model of transistor. Okay, so this is look like this. Now this model is used when we want to analyze a transistor or represent transistors equivalent H parameter model. Okay, and it will use to do the AC analysis of the transistor. Okay, so this is our equivalent model. Now this is transistor equivalent model. We have not used any configuration of the transistor right now, like CE, CB and CC. Okay, so this is not right now used. This is only the equivalent model of a particular transistor. Okay, I hope you understand that how to represent a transistor equivalent model in H parameter. Okay, so this is a very easy and similar step, that this is a two-port network derivation or two equation we have achieved. Then we have given a different name of all H parameters, H11, H12, H21 and H22. Then we have seen that how to represent these two equation into circuit. Okay, so one of the equation was the KVL equivalent, another equation is KCL equivalent. So we have draw the two circuit of from the two equation number 3 and 4. Then we have combined both the circuit into one circuit, and which is nothing but the H parameter equivalent model of transistor. Okay, so this is it for this lecture. I hope you understand this. Thank you.